What's going on, people? So, a couple days ago, I won a raffle through Finish Line, as you can see on this box here, which is kind of an uncommon thing. I mean, if you put in on raffles with them, you know what I'm talking about. They don't generally work out. But since this one did, I figured, you know what, maybe I'll look into these. Though it kind of sucked with the timing or whatever, because there was that Yeezy release yesterday, so I had to deal with that in the morning. And then I eventually ran off to get these after thinking about it. Do I really want to get them and all that stuff? Because from the pictures, I didn't think they looked like anything amazing. You know what I'm saying? But it's a Finish Line raffle, and I was thinking maybe I should just get these because maybe that's a sign that I'll like them or something. You know, you got to take advantage when you can. So I ran off, picked them up. I did a little bit of a review yesterday on Instagram, just kind of doing a live talking about what I thought of them. So you're not going to get my initial impressions as I see the shoe for the first time unless you watched that yesterday. But you'll at least get what I think of it, so there's that. But let's go ahead and get on it. Oh, if I didn't show you the size of the box, but the top is very much the plain Jordan things, and the side is also very much the plain Jordan things. So there's that for you. But anyways, let's go ahead, pull these things out, and I already looked at them. Again, this isn't my first time here. And there were a couple blemishes and whatnot on these, which sucks because, again, when you're spending 100 and whatever dollars these came out to, you kind of want something to be where you want it to be. And I guess I've been a little bit spoiled or whatever because I've been buying a lot of cheaper things like the Asics and the New Balances and stuff, and those tend to have higher quality than these and a lower price point. So you're kind of getting better value for your money, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's go ahead and look over these real quick and I'll show you where there was some blemishes. On the side here, around the front of the toe, right, you got like a little scratch kind of looking thing. And then on the inside of this particular one, you've got some marks on the white area. So, I mean, it's nothing crazy, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So, moving on, let's go ahead and knock out this review because it is now review time on this right here, ladies and gentlemen. The Air Jordan 9 in, I guess, University Blue and Black. I honestly don't know what this colorway is called. I just realized that like 5 seconds ago. But whatever. And I also didn't read the side of the box. It doesn't matter though. You guys aren't here for that. You're here for this. Let's start with the bottom. So here's the thing, right? I don't know what a lot of Jordan 9s really look like, but I'm pretty sure this is the standard thing. You got the blue Jumpman towards the back area. You got some stuff going on in the middle area there. And I don't know what those words are at the front, but they are there. If you happen to know, go ahead and use that comment section in your favor and make it known to the whole world, and I'll be sure to pin it for you. Now, moving on to the mid section here, the midsole, I should say. That, I don't know what to say about it. It's just black. You got the little blue Jumpman going on in there. Suppose it's some kind of cleat design because these are based off of like baseball shoes or something like that. I don't know anything about that, right? But I'll just let you see it for what it is. Now we're going to move on past that because this is where the shoe starts to matter, right? When you look at the upper, the rest of the upper, I should say. So outlining the whole thing here, you got this kind of sparkly sort of thing going on. It's not too crazy. It's not too in your face or whatever. It's pretty subtle, which is a good thing. But when you do hit some light against it, then you do kind of get a nice little shimmer effect. So I think that's a pretty nice touch. I don't know if all Jordan 9s are like this. I only know that the one pair that I have is the Flight Nostalgias, and obviously it's not. But anyways, so you got that going on. And then if you scroll around to the back, I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but we're going to use it anyway because I already said it. So around the back, you've got this here blue 23, and you got the blue little Jumpman logo at the top. So pretty nice touch of color in my opinion, because otherwise this thing would be very plain. So speaking of plain, let's move around back to the rest of the upper here. So around the bulk of it, I guess you could say, you've got this white section going on. It's got these little stitching patterns, kind of like these little, not quite rectangles, but they've got rounded edges or whatever. So you got that whole thing going on, and overall it's just very plain, right? Nothing to say about that other than that. The material of it though, also not great, right? We were talking about this on Dell's channel last night because I think I showed these on there as well. Yeah, it's not great. If you're looking for some high quality Jordan release, look somewhere else. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But if you want something that just looks alright, I mean, you know. So, anyways, past that though, it's not terrible. It's just bland. But anyways, moving past that. So around here, middle of the area here, with the lacing and all that, I do like the little lace lock type things they have on here. They look like they might kind of suck a little bit to deal with, you know, just as far as if you were trying to relace these with different laces or whatever. But that's your own issue if that's you. Past that though, the standard ropey style laces, nothing too fancy about that. And then moving to the top, at the top of the tongue here, you do have the Air Jordan in that same university blue as you saw on the back, on the side, and on the bottom. And under that though, this is where it takes a turn that I do not care for whatsoever. So you see that tongue there, right? It initially looks like it'd be super soft, but then you put your fingers on it and it's like, and when you rub your fingers against it, it's like, it's not. It's very rough feeling in a way. It's like, it's strange. I guess if you imagine something that was kind of like how you, when you touch like frosted snow or whatever, it's got like a kind of a rough texture to it. It's almost like that, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And you got this little white strip down the middle for whatever reason. Now, initially, and I'm gonna slip a picture in here with the flash on, right? And so when you look at that picture, yeah, there's no 3M on this shoe, which is also another drawback in my opinion. So looking at that, and the fact that these shoes are based off of baseball shoes or baseball in general, I would really expect myself to not like this thing whatsoever. Because again, I like 3M and I really dislike baseball. But the shoe still comes out alright. So good on you, Jordan. You did alright for yourself. Moving on. Into the inside here, right? So on the inside, you've got this pretty standard blue Jumpman down in there. It's kind of hard to get a good shot of it, or maybe I just didn't try hard enough. I'm not really sure. Probably the latter. And then that's pretty decent, sure, whatever. And then you've got the sock liner here going on. Same style as kind of like what you might see on the 7s and I think the 8s. I haven't worn a pair of 8s since Moby was a minnow, and that's been a long time. So anyways, it seems like it's gonna do all right for the comfort, but we'll talk about that later. I just like the construction of it. I think it was done pretty well. So there you go. There is the upper of the shoe. I think we have covered pretty much everything. I'm not seeing anything that really stands out to me as something I didn't go over. So now we're gonna move on and talk about the sizing, the comfort, and all that. So here's the thing, right? We'll get the comfort out of the way because it's a very short portion. It's not there. This is an older Jordan model. They aren't made for that. They're made to give you something decent to look at. I mean, I don't know how the performance was back then. Maybe it was okay. Either way, if you're looking to comfort for a Jordan model, I would say look somewhere else, right? I hear good things about the 10s, and I can say the 12s are all right too. And I also hear good things about the 14 or the 13. Either way, moving on. Sizing wise, right? Sizing wise, that's relatively important. So I went with the normal size that I buy in Jordans, right? Which for everything, to me, is a true to size fit minus 12s. Now, I will say that even though this is my normal size, they do feel like they are a little bit narrow. I don't know if anyone else out there agrees with me. I don't think it was narrow enough to go up half a size or anything. Now, what does that mean for you and what size you should pick? I honestly don't know what to tell you. So get out there, find a pair. Hopefully, you know, it works out for yourself. And if it doesn't, well, you know what to do next time. But I'm going to say that it's a true to size fit, at least for me, right? For me. And past that, I don't know what else to really say. I mean, it's pretty much just another Jordan. And I don't really have a lot to compare these to because I'm not a big Jordan guy. So we're just going to go ahead and move on and get things wrapped up so I can knock out some other reviews. Now, overall, like I said, on paper, I really wouldn't expect to like this shoe just given some facts about it. But looking at it in hand, right? And that's speaking as a model. But looking at it in hand, I think they did all right with this particular one. So that's cool. And I was able to get a pair for my sister as well. So thank you, Jezzy, for that. He came through because, you know, things don't sell out everywhere all the time. So you just got to find where they didn't sell out. Anyways, I think we're good. So I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up because I don't want to talk about this shoe anymore and I don't have anything else to say. So from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. And this video, it's going to be a little later than usual. I often do these things same day or whatever, but I honestly just didn't care to do it yesterday. That's pretty much the honest truth. So it'll be out maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. It's Sunday right now if you don't know that. All right, later people.